guess was a little bit controversial, but some people, I was talking about how Minelab lost their patent and some of the troubles that the Legend's having, and also about the Deus 2 coming out and kind of shocking everybody. But I was right about the patent, and a lot of people said, well, not a lot, but there was a few people that said I didn't know what I was talking about, and I need to do research. And I saw a thread on a British forum, and they were talking about how the patent had ended about December 5th to 8th, somewhere around there, and then that's why these machines might be coming out. And at the time, we didn't know about the Deus too much, but anyway, the real story is I went and Googled it, and I basically Googled, Minelab losing their patent on multi-frequency, and then I did a couple on just multi-frequency patents, and they had this patent about 30 years ago, and the first patent ran 20 years, and they don't allow 20-year patents anymore. So the second patent was for another 10 years, and it was an extension, and I don't know how much they had to pay for it, but they had to pay some pretty good bucks for it. So I read that there was also an extension where you could do it in another 10 years, and a whole bunch of people had, well, not too many people had tried to get it. That was even more expensive. You're talking about $500,000 or more. And that one, they haven't allowed the extension. And I heard they're only doing 10-year patents from now on, probably so they can make extra money off of them. But that's the real deal. And I think, XP and also Note to Macro was probably waiting for this day, because it came out, within weeks of each other of doing this. And the other thing I just saw last night, I was looking around on some of the international channels. I like politics and stuff, and I saw where Turkey is in a total economic collapse right now, and they haven't been very good on their economy at all. And I was kind of surprised. I thought they were with the Arab League maybe or something, but they're actually in the EU. And right now they're having energy, and it's getting cold over there, and they're having heating, problems with getting heating oil and gas and stuff and coal, and energy prices are going skyrocketing up, and the food prices are getting even worse. Some people are saying that different items at the store go up each day, and so they were going to the store and trying to buy 2 and 3 of the same item, and they wouldn't let them do it because they knew the price was going up the next day, and they wanted to make the extra money. So I wonder if this is affecting Note to Macro. It could be doing that, if they're having this kind of a financial crisis over there. But the other thing is, this XP Deus 2 is really, it's kind of knocked out the Legend a bit. Everybody's kind of switched their attention to the Deus 2 and all the cool things it can do that looks like the Legend and the Equinox can't. So I've been watching all the British guys, and they're going crazy with this thing. Some of them have had the original Deus, and I have original Deus. I got over 8 years ago. I was one of the first people in the country, to get one, and I made some amazing finds with it. Best find I ever made, I dug a 1682 8 real cob, and it was from Pelosi, Bolivia, and I was in total shock when I found that coin. But anyway, I wasn't really looking to get a Legend, but I just got a Tasachi 8000 MDT 8000 just recently, and it's a cool machine. And but anyway, the machine I'm looking at now, I'm going to save my money, I think, for is the XP Deus 2. That looks like, it's a really hot machine, and I watch the British guys, and they just tear these machines apart, and they're, coming up with different programs, and it's kind of exciting. And also like Calabash, he does some good videos, and he was saying that some guy was accusing him of dancing like a little kid when he was playing with it, and he goes, "You're right, I am." So that's pretty cool too. But I'm also wondering if maybe there's an Equinox 1000 or something coming out. Maybe they can come out with a like a CTX 3030, and maybe it's a 4040 lightweight one with the same two numbers. That would really be cool. So you could cherry pick a little bit more. But I don't know. It's kind of exciting time to see, and I wonder if there's any other companies going to be coming out with multi-frequency. It just seems like the hottest thing going, and now we're going to have 3 different choices. So, well, actually, we got the Vanquish. They got like 3 models, I think, of the Vanquish that are multi-frequency with Minelab. But, all right, guys, tell me what you think, and I'll talk to you later. I want to talk about the XP Deus 2 versus the Legend and the Equinox. And one thing about the Deus, it's always been a unique machine. I remember when I got mine 8 years ago, I couldn't believe how light it was, and wireless everything on it. And it looks like, the Deus 2 is even better. It's got what's called fast multi-frequency, and from what I'm hearing, you can add and subtract the frequencies, and the frequencies go from 4 to 45, so that's a pretty good range. That's a little bit more than what the Equinox and the Legend have as far as the upper range, but it also has, you can take it and you can put it over like tinfoil and knock out the tinfoil. So when you're hunting, you can pretty much, you won't hear the tinfoil. And there's a little bit of a controversy on whether it sees through the tinfoil when they put the quarter underneath. The Tasachi can actually do that, but we'll see with the Deus. But that's a pretty cool feature. And also the ground counseling. I saw a guy, Sid, I think, that he had a sight that was really good, and then it was hard to hunt because of all the EMI, and so he just stuck the machine up in the air and pointed it toward the tower and pushed the button, and boom, all the EMI went out, and that's pretty good. I've been in some spots. I had a spot many years ago that was under some power lines, and all the machines were just talking all the time, and so it's kind of rough to, dig in a spot where there's a lot of EMI, get the good signals. And I had the Explorer XS back in the early 2000s, I guess, and it had a noise canceling thing, so I could go right under these power lines near this 4th Texas camp in this Wright House. It was down in Virginia, and I made unbelievable finds down there, Confederate and Colonial. But that's we live in a society now that we have a lot of power lines and a lot of stuff going through the air that's electrical, and it can mess up all these electronic machines. So it's kind of nice to have something that, you can just completely knock out the EMI. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Tell me in the comments what you think. Okay.